What's up guys, Charles here, and just a quick note before we start this video. MBRP gave us this Mustang GT resonator, and guess what guys, it did not fit this car and we did modify the heck out of it. And MBRP just wanted to let you guys know they are coming out with a specific GT500 resonator delete for the 2020 plus GT500. Let's start the video. I'm Charles, and we're back here at Function Factory Performance, and we haven't done one of these videos in a long time. So Alex is behind the camera, and if you guys last saw our unboxing of our Frankenstein intake manifold, I did it myself. We're gonna make this just a tad bit better and have Alex hold the camera because it was pretty chaotic and I was moving it around. So what I got here in this box and what we got behind me is our 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, and in this box is a part shout out, and this video is sponsored by MBRP. So in this box is our MBRP GT350 resonator delete, and we've got our GT500 behind us to see if this fits. So this video could be a complete flop and this might not fit, but if it does, then we've got to see how to install it, because I do suspect there is some cutting involved and we're not going to be doing that tonight. So let's open it up. It is stapled, and I'll do it like any other unboxing video we did. Again, we have not opened this. It came directly from MBRP, and if you guys don't know what MBRP is, they make extremely affordable exhausts that sound awesome, and we sell a ton of them for the Ford Mustang EcoBoost and Ford Mustang GT S550 platforms. You can find every single Ford exhaust on our website, and recently, if you guys didn't know, we put it on Alex's truck. We put an MBRP X pipe on it, and it sounds freaking awesome. Really nice packaging. You've got these expanding foam blocks here. So if you guys don't know, they're heat activated. You put it in, you rip it, and then you close the box right away. Ooh, it is an X pipe. I did not know that. So pretty much the same X pipe as Alex's in the Raptor. Again, very nice packaging. There's no way it's going to get damaged like this. And there we go. Very simple resonator delete. So if you guys don't know, this car does have two massive resonators under it. And why are we doing this? Well, first off, as we know, the GT500 does sound freaking incredible. I mean, the OEM tone is pretty fucking sick. There's no denying that. But I just want the louder pops. If you guys don't know, when you upshift on this DCT transmission, it does pop above 4,000 RPM, and it does hit nearly every single time in track mode. And it's a perfect volume, but obviously the OEM created it so that it's not too loud. But I want those pops to be really powerful. So by getting rid of those resonators, there's definitely going to be a lot more sound going through this straight pipe and through this X pipe here. And I'll show you the difference between what I'm talking about. We're going to delete the resonator, because this section back here does not have the resonator pipes that you will see under the GT500. We've got two clamps and some instructions as well. Again, really great packaging, guys. Dump that right there. And how this is gonna mount, guys, it's gonna go just like that. You got the two entrances. This is your entrance. This is your exit. So underneath our GT500, as you can tell, here is the OEM midsection. So obviously we've got our cat pipes right here connected to our middle section with an OEM X pipe, just like the GT350. And we've got two large resonators that extend to this length here. So as you can tell, these are responsible for quieting down the exhaust just a little bit, but honestly maintaining a little more tone. But it does affect sound, and it does capture the backfires that I want that way and much louder. So if we check this out, this is our MBRP, and on the instructions, this must face down, so it's gonna mount like this. Again, I don't know if it fits, so we're about to find out literally right now. So the slips are gonna go there. So it looks like they moved the X pipe a lot more to the middle of the car. And honestly, that means that this exhaust system is quite literally the exact same exhaust as a GT350. And that's why it probably sounds incredible. So again, we'll mount it up, and the pipes line up literally exactly. And remember, this is a GT350 pipe. This is not a 500 pipe. This is the first test of this. Again, thank you, MBRP, and it's good to go. So guys, this is a cut and slip. So if you are buying this, I'm pre-warning you, you are cutting your OEM exhaust. So if you do value your car and you are going to sell this car, this might not be the option for you. But if you do track this car like we do, this is definitely something I want to do. And I mean, when it comes time, this car might be sold. We might keep it, who knows? But I think the person that ends up buying this car knows what happened to this car. So again, guys, if you're looking for an OEM replacement that is direct and no cutting, this is not the option. If you're looking for something a little more hardcore like this, that's gonna provide a little louder sound and give it some more aggressive pops, this is 100% your best option. And we actually did this to a car local here in Arizona, do this exact same install. You just cut this right here, in this back section, and you're gonna reuse your OEM clamps. And MBRP has provided us and you with some additional band clamps that are gonna go back here where you cut. And then in the next segment of this video, we're gonna show you exactly where you need to cut this exhaust. So before I make my cut, I'm gonna reattach and retighten our hangers so the exhaust doesn't move on me. And then when we go around the pipe, we're gonna re-loosen these. We're gonna pull this down. We're gonna take these connectors right here, slide them back, and then pull the exhaust down. Again, I'm pretty nervous. There's a carbon fiber drive shaft right there, and there's plenty of heating elements here. So we wanna be very careful with this. So I've got my DeWalt pipe cutter, 4-inch disc on there. Oh, that is air. And there's no honestly nice way of doing this. It is what it is. Just be as careful as you can, guys. Make sure to wear your eye protection, because shit is gonna fly. So now we're gonna make a cut on this side, and then after that, we're gonna loosen those clamps again so we can pull that pipe down and get the other side. All right, that's as much as I can get right here. Go ahead and loosen our clamps. And Derek, you're gonna watch yourself. Remember when I said don't take the nuts all the way off, guys? I really meant that. Oof. The issue is getting around the other side. It broke.
Hey Charles, can you hold the this other side up? Come down just a hair. Okay, thanks.
Look, the insides are the only ones that get used.
What's the outside? The muffled side?
Yeah.
So the inside's the pass-through?
Yeah, this is straight through. There's no muffler.
Since you fucking never run it on
Nope.
quiet.
I try putting it on quiet. No matter what you do, it goes loud.
What pisses me off is if you put it on quiet before you start it,
It'll
it
take
goes
it
back
off.
to normal.
That's what I was telling.
Oops. Scratch the Mustang.
Because we think it'd be funny, we're gonna start the car without the exhaust connected. I mean, the car does have a nice shorty manifold if you guys didn't know that. So it's pretty cool. Now we're gonna do some B-roll of my awesome fuck-ups and Alex fixing my fuck-ups, and we're gonna compare the old X-Pipe to the new X-Pipe. All right, so let's take a look here of our OEM GT500 X-Pipe and our GT350 MBRP X-Pipe that we've figured out fits on the GT500. So number one difference, obviously, two resonators. What are the resonators gonna do? They're gonna do a little bit of quieting down, but mostly control the tone, but it does trap some stuff in there, like that pop that I'm wanting. It does trap some of that in there. So if we straight pipe it like this, no more resonators, I'm hoping, again, this is a 100% theory, guys, that it's gonna have a louder pop. So main difference is obviously, Alex, I think we're fucked. Yep.
What?
The OD.
What OD?
The OD of that side is smaller than that. Yep. Yep.
He's so fucked.
We're so fucked.
You're literally gonna. Yeah, this is too small. I didn't notice.
All right, guys, it doesn't fit. So now we get to go to the exhaust op and modify it. On the GT350, this actually necks down on the link pipes, whereas the GT500 has a much larger OD on the X pipe. So we get to go to an exhaust op and chop this off and get the same OD right here, because if you come here, check this out, it does not fit. It is way too small, and I don't believe anyone's gonna make a reducer clamp like that. Look at this double helix fucking X pipe we just, here's the FFP double helix GT350 doesn't fit X pipe. This is sick. I'm frustrated. This is the real part of the video. I fucking hate this. Okay, well, that concludes part 2 of being fucking frustrated. By the way, guys, if we're gonna talk about some things, let's talk about this. You cannot drop the exhaust low enough using a circular saw. So you can get about half of the exhaust with the saw. It's pretty rough. Lucky enough, I did not touch anything. I got a clean, decent cut, but we had to finish it off with a Sawzall, and it's just a bitch of a job at the end of the day. And with the Sawzall, obviously, you're gonna want to be careful that you don't touch any of this. And lucky enough for us, we didn't touch anything. This is not a do-it-yourselfer job, as we're finding out. But if you really want to do it, guys, you're gonna have to cut this halfway with a circular saw. It's pretty grimy under here. You're gonna have to get a Sawzall. You're gonna want to drop these link pipes as far as you can. You're gonna want to drop the back exhaust as far as you can as well, so that you can have as much slack down here to get that saw under there. And at the same time, you don't want to bend the saw because you don't want to create angles like I did. So that's how we had to get, ultimately we had to get the Sawzall in here. But lucky enough, I left a shit ton of piping that we can still slip this on. So I've got no worry of that. And you guys definitely want to clean this up and deburr this on this side right here to make it look obviously presentable and a nice mating area for your X pipe. But ultimately, the GT350 has a smaller neck on the link pipes, so we're gonna have to do some modifications and we'll get back to that. So the actual X pipe on the MBRP side is a full 3-inch. They do have a reduction in the back to a 2 3/4, which is the same as the 350 and the 500. But in front, we maintain that 3-inch up front, but we go down to 2.5, which is the issue right now because we need a 2 3/4 to slip into the OEM link pipes on the 500. All right, so after insert here iPhone footage. This thing doesn't fit. That's what it's coming down to. There's a lot of modifications that need to be made, and obviously we're working with MBRP in this video, sponsored by MBRP. So we're going to be writing a ton of notes to MBRP of what needs to happen. Of course, we did semi-expect this. I kind of didn't. I thought it was a little more smoother. So I can tell you right now, we had to change the front of this to a 2 3/4 opening, and this back portion right here is too small. So we might have to figure this out right now. So I haven't test fitted it. So we're gonna do our first test fit since our weirdo modifications. This could be the end of this video, guys. So we know that fits right there. Are those too big? There. And I don't have my gloves. They flew off my other Mustang, so that was cool. Oh yeah, these clamps actually, I don't think they come off this pipe. Yeah, they don't. They're part of the pipe, quite literally. There is a way to make this fit. There. Okay.
Got it.
All right. So we got one. So now we know we just need to open up all the sleeves. Okay. Okay. Oh baby. This one is good.
Can we make this fucking thing?
This is all the way back. I really find it difficult to run 3 different businesses and install this fucking exhaust. If I don't calm down, they're gonna find out I'm bipolar. Well, we've destroyed our GT500 exhaust. All right, guys, it has been a couple of days since we had this car on the lift and worked on it and filmed on this car, but it is done. So above me is our brand new MBRP X-pipe on our GT500. So X-pipe, no res, no resonators. So it's just X-link pipes with the cats, X-pipe, no res, back out to the OEM mufflers. And we did have some complications, guys. This is an experiment. So this is not the final product. Don't criticize MBRP. I love them for letting us do this, but it was a pain in the butt, but that's just what comes with development. So again, no bashing on them. Really appreciate them for hooking us up with this. So let's go to the front really quick. So it looks like what the fabrication shop actually did, they chopped the link pipes over here and got rid of those weird slip fits that Ford does. And because we actually put a 2 3/4 pipe on the MBRP, because on the GT350, it's a 2 1/2 inch pipe that goes into the link pipes. But obviously being boosted, Ford opted with a 2 3/4 link pipe here. But something went wrong with the outer diameter on that pipe, so it didn't fit in those slips. So we actually, the fabrication shop actually put a slip joint up front on the link pipes and then banded it together up front and got rid of the whole OEM system. As we come to the back, it is a slip fit system. Remember, we had to cut that those rear pipes right here. What they went ahead and did, so again, there was some issues on the driver's side where it was crushed and it was actually too tight on the slip. Don't quote me, I'm not sure if the GT350 has a smaller diameter pipe on the driver's side, but regardless, the pipe on the X pipe was way too small for this to slip in. So they went ahead and just chopped that off and they welded these sections together, which is honestly kind of more of the better thing to do because we have plenty of wiggle room on these exhaust hangers right here. But I understand why Ford or MBRP wants to do that. It just gives the exhaust a little more flexibility. But honestly, I mean, there's plenty of flex with the link pipes up there, and we've got some pretty solid exhaust hangers here. So if the exhaust wants to move around, because what they're trying to reduce obviously is cracking in the exhaust. Because if you make an exhaust too solid, it's gonna crack obviously from the heat and then it rattling all over the place. This is the stock X pipe with resonators, and I mean, pretty big difference. There's no resonator. It's that simple. So this does complete this project on this car. And quite honestly, I don't think I'll be adding more power to this car just yet. It is fast as hell. And how does it sound? Well, how about I let you be the judge? We have our MBRP X-Pipe resonator delete installed now in our GT500. We're going to go for our first drive and impressions of myself. I mean, just with that startup video, guys, I love it. I fucking love it. It's fucking sick. So here's our first drive. The volume right now, just driving around so far, is about 20% louder.
Ray fan goes.
Yeet. And we have it in track mode, so the valves are fully open. We'll crack the window, turn the AC down, and we'll just drive at about 40%. There's definitely more volume there. It's fucking cool. So the exhaust sounds a little less bassier. Has more of a little bit of rasp. Not, I don't want to be too exaggerative, but it has just a little rasp. We'll take two more. We'll go about 40% throttle here. The shift is 100% noticeable. Like, you know it's shifting with puh, puh every time. And we'll go back up the street. Listen to the downshifts. Kind of get some of that supercharger whine from the JLT. Holy shit. There we go. So we'll probably, let's step it up to like 60% throttle here. So, what I love about this, downshifts. What I love about this res delete, it didn't change the tone of the car. Not one bit. All it did was make it louder, and that's all I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. In that sound, that's sick. That's really sick. All right, we're gonna get some drive away footage and then some flybys, and then we're gonna get some super sick B-roll. Again, guys, my name is Charles Cerrito. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button. If you got some feedback, leave a comment. And also, just having fun doing some informal stuff. Again, we're just all learning it during the process. And don't forget, check out our website. And later on, MBRP will be releasing this product. We just got a lot of notes to send them. So again, thanks guys for watching this video.